Hello, today we're looking at 2016 BMW S1000RR. I just wanted to make a quick quick comparison between a super sport bike like this BMW and a street bike like my troubled Ducati Monster 1200. I've seen plenty of videos where people compare superbikes to superbikes or street bikes to another street bikes, but I've never seen people comparing two different types of bikes together to see how they perform. Later in the video, I'm gonna have some sound, little ride by to see what the bike sounds like when you're, watching the bike pass by, and little revving. This pipe is new. I assume it's because of the emissions. They had to change it. It sounds just as good as the old one, in case you're wondering if there are any differences. In general, this bike has an inline-4 engine and it runs very smooth. That, along with the electronic suspension, makes the bike very stable and very planted to the ground when you're going at higher speeds. Let's say, I don't know, 150 miles per hour. When you compare this to Ducati, it seems like that it's much different. On Ducati, when you're going 100 miles per hour, because of the twin engine and no wind protection, it makes you feel like you're gonna die any second. In contrast from that, when you're riding Ducati at this street level of speeds, so 35, 40, taking off at a red light, that bike, Ducati, feels much better than this bike. I think because of the sudden acceleration and being quicker naturally because of being twin. So at lower speeds, Ducati feels better. Also, when you're going at 35 miles per hour, inline-4 engine sounds like it's just this constant noise, which can make you feel a little dizzy, but you won't have that problem with a twin engine. Again, this is my personal experience. You might have a different experience. You might say, no, inline-4 forever, or twin for life, whatever. This is my initial experience from riding these two entirely different bikes. What I like about this bike also is, aside from the electronic suspension, is the cruise control. It works just awesome. It works great. I also like the quick shifter. It's very practical if you're trying to take off really fast. It doesn't sound it's not as appealing as when you use clutch. It sounds like a machine. It sounds like synthesizer, something like that, like keyboard, going between 2 different keys or 3 different keys, but it serves the purpose. So it definitely works. I'm not saying that, oh, it doesn't. No, it works great. There's no doubt about that. It's just in terms of sound, it sounds different. It doesn't give you the same feeling. Other than that, I think this bike is good. Would I suggest it? Would you, if you have money to buy it? Yes, I would definitely suggest it. This is very comparable to Japanese bikes. It's a little more expensive than Yamaha's, I think. Yamaha R1, not the R1M. They're about the same price, a little higher and lower. I'm really looking forward to next year's 2017 Honda CBR 1000RR. I think that's going to be really interesting when that bike comes out. Overall, I think you're getting a lot of stuff for the price you're paying, especially with the electronic suspension, quick shifter, cruise control, heated grips, and all these goodies. So yes, I would suggest it. Feel free to ask me any questions you have regarding this bike. Again, I'm not a professional rider. I'm just like, you know, an average rider, and but I'm really sensitive. So when I hop on the bike, I quickly build an opinion. I'm all like, hey, this is pretty interesting about it. So I'm you know, kind of sensitive towards that kind of stuff. As a matter of fact, sometimes a little too sensitive. I got this severe back pain from riding this bike for a few days. I got wrist pain. Wrist pain went away the next day, but the back pain is still there. I still have trouble sitting down and getting up and all that. Also, that could be because I'm getting too old and too fat and out of shape and all those things together. So if you're, you know, older, and if you're like me, you might have you might experience this kind of stuff, which is understandable. Your body has to adjust itself to it. If you're younger, you're good to go. Don't even worry about it, bro. So so it's gonna be different. It's aggressive seating position, makes the bike feel different, but I would totally recommend it. Feel free to ask any questions you have. Sorry for talking too much, and I will play the ride by and sound of the bike. Thank you for watching.